Okay. Uh, uh, uh. Okay. All right. I'm here. We are here to finally film this darn Q&A that I had slightly forgot about, but you know what? We're here. So let's answer some questions. Again, I want to say thank you to all of you who did leave questions for me to answer. I appreciate that so much, especially to you, Wasim. You left a good 15 questions, so that's awesome. Just so you know, I love doing Q&As. Again, if you've ever watched KSI's, Deji's type Q&As, I like to keep them a thing. For instance, especially you'll ask some wackadoo, out of this world questions. You don't gotta ask real questions, but I prefer you do, but I understand that not everyone is normal, especially me. So you can go ahead and leave whatever questions you would like to ask. Again, I don't have a filter. Life doesn't have a filter, so why should we have a filter, Besides on Instagram and Snapchat, if you're ugly, I get it, and then you gotta make yourself look pretty. I understand. Anyways, you are beautiful in God's eyes. This just really went on a tangent here. Alright, first question. This is from Mega Chicken 2020. I love your name, by the way. And I always see you commenting, so I appreciate the feedback in the comments. But he says, when do I want to play Fortnite or PUBG, which I don't even know what that is, or something. Again, I think I've told you this before. I don't really play Fortnite. I have with my buddies and I, kind of when it first came out, but I never really grasped it. It didn't really, I don't know, we just didn't, the game and I didn't connect, okay? But I did say I will jump on Fortnite at some point, and whenever I do, I will definitely let you know. Also, have you ever seen a dead dog? No. Not in real life. No. Wait. Wow, that's a very interesting question. Where did that come from? I'm gonna go with no. I can't recall, to be honest with you. Either way, if I have, that's a traumatized experience to have. So I mean, I feel like that's the same. That's the equal thing to seeing a dead body. I feel like a dead human. And actually, I'm going to say yes, because I think I remember my wife and I driving, and I think there was an actual dead dog that got hit by a car. You don't see dead dogs or cats get hit by a car often, but I think there was one time. So I will say yes. All right, this one's from Isaac S. Love you, Isaac. Oh, I see you commenting. This isn't a question, boy, but anyways, listen to Minecraft villager noise for 5 hours. What is up with you and Wasim asking me to listen to this darn crap? I can't listen to it for 5 hours or 24 hours or an hour. Oh my God. You know what? I'm gonna make y'all both happy. I'm gonna listen to it for 30 seconds to a minute. I hope that's enough, okay? What is this? It sounds like they're trying to let out a fart, or they are farting, or they can't think of it. I can't. Alright, next question comes from FIFA GFX. Do you love your mom? Of course I do. Do you not love your mom? And if you don't, wow, I mean, that's very depressing. Every one of us has different relationships with our parents. No matter if they are a biological parent, that type of thing. But yes, I love my mom, FIFA. I do. Love her dearly. This question is from TF. If you become wet, do you have a towel? Yeah, I have plenty of towels, to be honest. I have a whole closet full of towels. Yeah, I can go show you. I can go show you how many towels I have. Don't mind the mess in here, but yeah, see? All these towels right here. So if I ever get wet, I am all good. I got towels galore up in here. This is from Ardeed. Have you had any other girlfriends? Yes. What? My wife is saying no, so I have not had any other girlfriends. Don't ask that again, unless you want me to die, okay? Die.
None that mattered anyway.
None that mattered?
Yeah.
True. Very true. Alright, Isaac, again, I didn't realize you had, well, asked me, well, again, that wasn't a question about the Minecraft thing, but that was hilarious, by the way. Where do you work? I can't tell you exactly where I work now. That's a little creepy, personally. But just know I work in the IT field. For, I guess I could say I work for an utility contracting company. But I'm the IT guy. So we'll leave it at that. This one's from Dust David Games. So, kind of a rude question, but have you ever masturbated to gay porn? Have I ever masturbated to gay porn? Wow. No, not man on man. I don't even think I even like lesbian. I mean, that's technically considered gay porn. But like, I don't really. I'm not like too. I'm not like, oh my god, I need to watch the lesbians. You know what I'm saying? But no, I have not. To answer your simple question, that wasn't a rude question. It was just a very random one. But I'm random, man. I understand. This one's from Yamin Al Hussein. I think I said that correctly. Who do you like the most, Deji or KSI? That's a great question. Now KSI pretty much that's where I started watching. Then I moved on to Deji, of course, because KSI and Deji did videos together. And then Deji went on to do his own thing. Vice versa, and they still continue to do some collaborations. We all know about their fallout with the family and etc. etc. It's a long story. I like them both in their own ways, but when I say who I would like more, I mean I'm gonna say Deji, but again they are both like right there. Like there's not much of a jump here. So if I had to choose, I'll say Deji. He also left another comment. I have a thick girlfriend. That's very good. I'm happy for you, man. You even put two C's. I mean, if you would put a third C, she must be thick. But congrats. All right, so I've reached the point. I actually just see that Alexander Rivera left me 3. Then again, we got to Wasim that's asked me plenty. All right, so Wasim, what's the first question? How old are you? I am 25. 25. 15. Yes. 15 años or something like that. I used to know Spanish quite well, but no. All right, what games do you play? I am a console-based player. I have, and what's actually funny, I mean, what the fuck? I'm a console game player, so I have all my game systems pretty much what I've grown up. At least I try to. So I have a PS1, PS2, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, Nintendo Switch, Game Boy Advance SP, Nintendo DS, 2DS. No, I don't. Well, no. Yeah, I have a DS and a 2DS. That's a DS Lite, I think. Just know I have a lot of games, okay? But I'm definitely more of a console gamer. I'm not a computer gamer. I've tried a little bit, but I mean, although I know you can just plug your controller into the computer, for God's sakes, but I just didn't really get too much into it. But maybe I will one day. Things change. How much does your most expensive watch cost? See, I don't know exactly that answer off the top of my head. I can give you the model number, but just know it's not going to be what you see. It will be less, because that's mainly retail, and they usually jot those things like sky high, especially due to rarity and stuff like that, if that depends. But I would say right now would be the Rolex Mariner 16610. So look that up. You'll see an idea, but it's not what I spent. Trust me. All right, we're gonna jump to Alexander Rivera, one of this question. So, how do you live life? You know what? How do I live life? I mean, I live life, I would say just, honestly, expecting the unexpected, preparing for the worst type thing, but at the same time, just, it's your only life, try to do as much as you can, but do it as properly planned as you should. Like I like to have a plan with everything that kind of goes on, as much as possible. You can't always have a plan for everything, but just I would say I live life carefully in a way sporadically, uh, but definitely kind of by the book. I like to make sure everything that's planned out happens how it should. Do you watch sports? And this is I don't as much, but like I watch a few basketball games. I watch a few football games. I'll definitely watch some MMA. Like 'cause I am into mixed martial arts. I've done Jeet-Kune-Do, boxing. I've done a little bit of karate when I was a kid. Didn't like it. It was kind of bleh. We've done some little bit of jujitsu, but not as much as I could really just say. But mainly Jeet-Kune-Do and boxing. But so if anything to do with fighting, I'll watch it. Where were you born? I was born in Michigan. I was born in Grosse Pointe, to be specific. But I do not live. I don't know how far Grosse Pointe really is from where we are, but Grosse Pointe. I was born in a hospital there. Do you hate Trump? You trying to get me taken down? The freaking Secret Service gonna bust my house. Freeze! Freaking do the ladies and gentlemen, we got them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hate is a very strong word, okay? I really don't hate many people. I know Trump has done some good for the country, but at the same time, there's been plenty bad. So, no, I'm gonna say I don't hate Trump. I don't like some things that he has done, but there's some things that I do like that he's done. So, again, don't hate him. How long have you had a beard? That is a great question. I don't remember. Honey, how long have I had a beard? Like, when did I start?
It is so hot in here from these lights.
It's getting hot in here. Take off them clothes. Oh, she getting naked.
So I'm gonna say 2.5, 3 years.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's crazy how long it seemed. Now, I did shave it a few times, but the advice I can give you, and most people say, is just let it grow. And then, it will eventually grow properly. And just take good care of it. Trim it a little bit, but don't cut it completely off. Do not fall under that pressure. Just, let it grow. In which country would you like to live? You know what? I mean, I think, even though we've only been there like twice, we like Canada. We don't hear much about Canada. Like, Canada's like off the grid. It's a lot like America, so it's what I'm used to. But again, it's different. It's a different country per se. But I would say Canada off the top of my head, but if I really gave it some thought, I don't know. My brain would easily go to maybe Japan, but I feel like Japan is very high life. Like, I'm talking like Tokyo, Japan. Because I don't think I can live not in the city, if that makes sense. Or somewhere in Europe, but I don't know exactly which country in Europe. Yeah, I don't know. But let's go with Canada, Japan, possibly somewhere within Europe. Which YouTuber do you watch the most? Wow. I watch YouTube every day. Which YouTuber do I watch the most? I'm honestly gonna say I watch Deji a lot. For gaming, I watch Vash12349. Definitely check him out. I've been watching him since pretty much like the beginning. He's at 120K. But again, just because he's just at 120K compared to like these other gamers like Dashy Games, he's honestly like the best gamer on YouTube personally. Because it feels a lot. It just feels authentic because he's literally just who he is on there. It's not kind of forced or anything like that. There's no forcing involved with his games. But Deji, Vash12349. Then there's my wife. I watch her every single video. Duh. I'm her #1 fan. Again, I watch multiple YouTubers. So Deji, Vash. I watch Lennar, Caleb City, Long Beach Griffey. Those guys. Kind of that realm of things. So. That's not really just one YouTuber I watch the most, if that makes sense. Are you good at geography? I would like to say I am, or at least was. When I was a kid, I had an interactive globe game that I played constantly. And if I find that globe game, I'll place it here again. I actually would like to buy it again, but I think they're kind of expensive. But when I was a kid, I would play this all the time. So I knew where all the states, all the countries, all the continents, and things of that nature. But now, mean, I'm okay, but I'm not the best. So, take it at that. Do you have pets? Yep, I do. So we used to have a bearded dragon. Her name was Dela. She did pass away earlier this year. But we also have a crazy, demonic, cute, but don't let it fool you, dog. His name is Luigi Beans Bartholomew Broughton. We call him many other names. Some names that I'm not proud of, but that's how you're feeling that day. But yeah, he is a Jack Russell Dachshund.
He hates our dog.
I don't hate him. I tolerate him. But he's a Jack Russell Dachshund mix, so he's an energetic asshole. That's the best way I can put it. But we love him. We just deal with it. It'll be a lot better when we have a house. The reason why I say that is he's mainly assholic when he's on the leash. And we adopted him. He was set in his ways in a lot of ways when we did adopt him. And then there's a lot of stuff that kind of just randomly popped up, but I mean that happens. But he's mainly aggressive. And I'm saying aggressive on his leash. When you try to take it off, we bring him in the house. But if we had a backyard, it would be like non-existent, to be honest with you. So that'll happen hopefully eventually soon. We're trying to have a house by like next year. So hopefully YouTube skyrocket at some point. Our savings will just skyrocket at some point. One of the two. All right, what is the worst person in the world? So obviously there's not one worst person in the world. There is a type, I would say. I would say a type that doesn't care about others. What I mean by that, like, they don't care if they live or die type thing. Like, they really are just, they're going to get their way. They're going to get whatever they want, no matter what it takes. Like, not thinking of the consequences, or if they can just get away with these consequences, they will type thing. Like, those people who do not have a care for a person's interests or their life, which is precious enough. But, there's people out there who will just do anything necessary, even if it means someone dying in the process. I would say someone as selfish and as greedy as that is one of the worst type of people in the world. But, again, there's many bad people in the world, but that can take a very long time to explain. All right, last question. Where do you get your groceries? Grocery stores. Now, we have plenty of grocery stores around here. Meijer, Walmart, which we don't get our groceries from Walmart. I'm just throwing it out there. Kroger, Aldi, which I know there's Aldi where you roughly live, or in Europe. Like, I think that's where it was, or Germany, I think. Like, it's huge over there. That's where it started. And then it came to the U.S. But there's plenty of grocery stores. My wife and I like to sometimes go to like farmers markets. It's called like Joe Randazzo, for example. But your Aldi, the Meijer, the Kroger, the random like mom and pops, like not chain stores. Like, anything that has good groceries, like where you're not spending a whole arm and a leg and you're getting you buy, or even more, you get value for your money, you know what I'm saying? So, well, that's all the questions that we've had. I mean, those were majority normal questions, which I appreciate, but, and again, I appreciate you all for leaving me questions. If you would like to leave me more questions, again, I would love to continue doing Q&As every now and then, answer them questions for you. I mean, you can ask me, you can ask me anything, okay? I don't have a filter. I don't mind whatever you ask me. But again, I appreciate you all for leaving those questions. If you like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. It's not subscribe, it is subscribe it. YouTube has been lying to you for all these years. But again, leave some more Q&A questions down below. Yeah, this has been DJ B. Peace out.